Hello everyone, welcome to this video. My name is Amitabh, a DevOps engineer and AWS community builder in a containers category. In this video, we are going to see how we can deploy our static web page over the AWS S3. We will also see the features of it, the cost calculation of the static website hosting, and we will also see a hands-on demo how we can deploy a static web page over the AWS S3, and we will also deploy a test error page so we can check whether the both the static website hosting and the error handling is working. So without any delay, let's get started. So for that, you need to go to your AWS console and log in into it and go to AWS S3 service. You can simply search S3 and go inside it. And now we will understand what is S3. S3 is a bucket storage service of AWS. It can store up to 50 terabyte of storage, and it allow us to store the objects like files and the images that we wanted to store. We can even store logs of our application. So you can use S3 and you can read more about it here also, and you can search about it in the documentation. But the motive of this video is to static website hosting, so we will create a bucket. So click on create bucket, and now we will create one bucket. So it's recommended to use the account regional namespace because it will going to create the bucket that is going to live inside our account only. So it will going to append this suffix over the bucket name that we are going to add, that going to make the name is unique. And if you use the global namespace, you have to make sure the bucket name is unique in entire AWS account lives currently, because the it is a global namespace, and all the AWS account and all the AWS region should have the unique name of AWS S3 bucket. If you select the global namespace, suppose you write S3, so it cannot be S3 if someone has created the S3 name in any AWS account and you don't know who own that AWS S3 bucket. So it's recommended to use the account regional, so it will going to provide the name if it doesn't exist in your account only. So we can name it as S3 static web hosting, and we are creating a general purpose bucket, which is a default bucket creation. And now we have to disable the ACL, and this is the thing that we have to disable because we are going to host the website that is going to be publicly visible on the Amazon URL. So uncheck the option and acknowledge it as it is a warning, and it can publish your data online. So that's why we are using the static website hosting to make our website public, and there is no need of bucket versioning. If you wanted to enable the versioning and track the website changes inside your file, if you modified the file, you can easily track the version and roll back to the previous version. And but for now we don't need that, so I will keep it and create the bucket. So once the bucket is created, we will upload the files and the metadata that we wanted to host. So as we are going to host the static website, so I will drop the all the file that is needed. So I will go inside the projects that contain my all website content. So I will upload all the files. So you can even check the permission and the properties. So you can modify the storage class based on your pricing capability. So I'm using the standard, and accordingly it will cost me. And even if you want to encrypt this server side encryption, you can enable and create key. But for now, I will upload with a default setting. And once all the files is uploaded, I will close it. And now if you see, once I click on index.html and try to open it, so it doesn't load it with the styles and the app.js. So for now I will close this, and if I try to access via the object URL, it's still going to provide the access denied. So we need to provide the bucket policy that anyone can from the world can access the get object of the bucket. So I will open the link in new tab and I will show you this error is going to go once I modify the permission. So once I will go to the bucket, and in permission we have to write the bucket policy, that we have to add the new statement. And what we are using the S3. So S3, we need to select the S3, and what action we want to perform, a get object, so that anyone can get the object inside the bucket, whatever files we have uploaded. And we need to add a resource on which bucket. So this is the bucket ARN. So we will add a resource and select the objects, and we will paste this ARN and slash star, which means all the content from this bucket. So I will add a source, and we are ready with the bucket policy and just principal. So we are allowing all the principal AWS account and everyone to access this bucket content. So we will save the changes, and once this changes is saved and the block public access is turned off, and now if I refresh this page, you will see we can access the web page. But this is not a static website hosting. As you can see, there is not the images is loading, not the content is properly loaded, as icon is also not loaded. So for that we are going to deploy this bucket contained as a static web page hosting. So for that, go to properties and scroll to the down, and you will see the static website hosting, which is a disable. So even you can use the amplify app if you wanted to make advanced application. And but for now, if AWS recommend, you can use, but for now this video motive is to static website hosting, so I will use to enable it. And later on you can see a video on the amplify also, so you can subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comment section if you wanted to see that video. And we wanted to host a static website, and we can simply write index.html, and we have the error.html also. And now we will just simply, we are use the bucket endpoint as the web address. We are not redirecting request to another bucket or domain. So we will just save the changes, and now we will get one URL of Amazon inside that static website hosting section. So this is the endpoint of that bucket where we can access all the files. And now if I open this, and you can see the web page is going to load, and we can access our website content. So this is how we can upload it and access it. And let me know why the images are not loaded. Yeah, so the image is not loaded because we haven't uploaded the asset folder. So we have to upload that asset folder also. So we have to select the asset. So this is the asset. Yeah, we trust this website, and it will going to upload the favicon and the hero.png. As previously it was not uploaded, we just uploaded the files. So now folder is also uploaded. So inside folder we have the favicon and the hero.png. And now if I refresh this static website hosted page, you can see we have the favicon and the hero png is uploaded, and which is active, and now is operational. And if you see that all the demo is completed, now we have hosted the static web page, and even we have the static endpoint. This is the URL you can provide anyone, and they can access your web page. And if we have to check the error page, so we can simply go and type any URL that doesn't exist, contact us. So it should redirect to the error page. So our error.html is also working, and all the images and the files is correctly uploaded. So the features are just like infinite scalability, anyone can access, and there is not like a auto scaling group. So it provides the infinite scalability, unbeatable cost. It is going to provide the low cost and very easy integration with the CloudFront and the SSL integration. And we can even enable it as the HTTPS, as it is not a secure, we can enable it also. custom error handling, as we have provided the error.html. We can easily make the CI/CD automation to easily update this file upload, and even the granular bucket policy to get an object and provide public access. And even we can make the interactive calculation of the estimated monthly bill for S3 website hosting. And even if you have the storage size of the, suppose 25 GB or 30 GB, suppose 30 GB, and data transfer out in month is the 100 GB, whatever you have transferred, even you can use the AWS pricing calculator for this. And we have deployed our application, and we have even seen our test error page. So this is what I want to share with you all. So I will provide the all the files and the assets that we are using inside this video. Suppose the index, error, and the assets app.js inside a GitHub repository. You can go to my GitHub profile, and inside this there will be a AWS S3 static web hosting. You can clone it or download it, and you can try it at your end. Even I have mentioned this step inside the readme, and I will provide this GitHub repo inside the description or the comment section. Go and try it out, and let me know in a LinkedIn and the other social media platform by tagging me. So that's it. If you don't want that bucket, you can simply empty the bucket and delete it. And this is what I want to share with you all, and this is how you can make the static website hosting. I hope you learned something from this video. That's all for this video. I will see you in the next one. Jai Hind. Bye.